Phil's out of hospital, but far from re-evaluating his life, he, true to form, rips into Ronnie for her relationship with Charlie. What if he finds out she's a killer? Will she? Well, she doesn't get the chance when Charlie gets in first and proposes after Dot gives him a vintage engagement ring. Ronnie has a big decision to make. No, not accepting a proposal, rather confessing her past to the man we know is a fake copper. Linda cheers up when Mick arranges a pamper session for her, but her mood evaporates fast when matchmaker Mick invites Stacey and Dean upstairs. Linda's terrified when she's left alone with Dean, and the deluded barber tells her they have to stop their relationship because he doesn't want to hurt Mick. Later, Dean offers Stacey his old room to rent. She refuses to live with Alfie, and a blissfully ignorant Stace starts to fall for his charms, and they kiss. Speaking of Alfie, he reassures Kat they have a place, but the old cat seems to have disappeared along with their house. And later, Stacey asks Mick if he knows whether Alfie started the fire. Next, we're in Corrie. A petrified Peter returns to court for the verdict, with Jim warning him he'll be waiting back inside for him when he's found guilty. Peter is stunned as the verdict is delivered, while Carla's adamant that he's innocent, and she asks Rob who the real murderer could be. Meanwhile, Liz visits Jim and says she won't come again, but he tells her she won't have to. He can visit her as he's moving to an open prison. Yikes! Liz is adamant they're through, while she tells Steve that Jim was only seeing him to get to her. That angers Steve, who reports him for having a mobile phone. Liz is actually on the verge of a reunion with Tony, and she suggests he moves into the Rovers. Wonder how Jim will react to that. Ches is suspicious when Sidler suddenly arrives, arm in plaster. She plays the doting Nan, and we've seen that before, but later Sinead finds her flinching in pain. Kylie's getting stuck into the speed, which helps with the housework, but not much else, and she has another line at the salon just as Maria walks in. Liam finds the drugs and Kylie screams at him, and David and Audrey walk in on Maria raging at her. Next thing, Callum visits. He wants to see Max. Next, we're in the Dales. Katie's a bit shocked to discover Kerry's planning another article about her past, although she's pleased she can use the cash from the story for their wedding. But then Edna's old foe Lawrence arrives with his daughter Chrissy. They're potential home farm buyers, although Nicola doesn't like the look of her. They're left stunned when Chrissy's fiancé arrives. It's Robert Sugden, and he wastes no time in riling Katie and Andy, who knocks down his cheating brother. Lawrence is intrigued by the revelations and senses how he can split up Chrissy and Robert, while he also decides to buy Home Farm. Meanwhile, Charity's kidnapper wakes from their coma, alarmed to realise they've been out for 4 days, while Charity accepts she can't keep Home Farm. Kane takes pity and takes her in, but she's depressed when Moira makes a muck-in on the farm, although later she's intrigued about who this Maxine person is.